Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here to work so many books, so little time. And it's a square Diamond Art Club diamond painting and it has 53 colors. And I'm done only to about here. We're working on this part today. So that's good. Let's start with the black. Let's do this, that. It's gonna define what we're gonna do today, like try to get done for today. I don't have a set time. Like normally I'm like, oh, I have to hurry because I have to do this or that. I still have some stuff to do, but I'm just gonna go with the flow today. If I feel like doing an hour and 15 minutes, I will do an hour and 15 minutes and just try to get it as much done as possible. Oh my gosh. I said that, I haven't been tempted by any of them. I'm good. I have lots. Yada yada. Anyway, the other day I saw one and I was like, I want it. But you know what? It's $200. It's like 185, whatever. This is 56 by 109. I think this one was maybe 56, but maybe by 180 or 78 or something. So quite a bit bigger, but still. And then I thought, well, maybe if I have like $75 off, because of points or whatever, then maybe I can get it. I was hoping I had $100, but I don't. I have $50. So then I'm like, okay, so that brings it down to 130. And then I get free shipping because it's over the threshold. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe. And then I went and I was like, oh, but I have all these other ones. Like, when am I going to do that? Like, when am I going to get it done? So I didn't order it. Long story short, I did not order it. I resisted. I wanted to, though. I can't even remember what it was called. I was just like, I saw it. Someone was sharing it on Facebook in the Diamond Art Club Facebook group. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want it. But I'm proud to say I resisted. And I think the biggest thing is Mason is playing defense this year. So he gets in front of the shots a lot. And last week or the week before, he ended up with like a huge bruise right by his knee. And he didn't have defense pads, like shin pads and knee pads, like it comes all in one piece. So I'm like, okay, well, later today we need to go get him a pair. And we didn't know if he was going to fit in the juniors or if we were going to have to get him like seniors, like adults. And they jumped by $100 just because, it has the initial SR next to it instead of, JR. It just jumps right up. So he did manage. I think it was the last juniors that he could fit in, but the length, I guess, that he had was a size 11 and he jumped to a size 13. One, so they were too short. And two, we got him D shin pads, which they have more protection around his, shins and ankles and all this stuff. So tonight he's going to wear them for the first time. So I'm anxious to see how he likes them. And yeah, so I was like, those could be $200 because when we were looking online, they were $200 for the adult ones. Now his ended up being 90 plus tax. So it was like 100 and what, 103 or something. So, you know, we saved $100 because it was junior, not senior. Same when he played soccer, because he wears adult shoes instead of like $40 for a junior pair. His were almost $200, you know, 150 plus tax or something. It's like, oh my gosh. Does it really use that much more material? You know what I mean? Like, why can you do such a good deal for kids and adult stuff is redonky-donk? So that was the main reason. I'm like, oh, and Christmas is coming. And to tell you the truth, you know, I was like, would I even ask for this for Christmas? No. So do I really want it that bad? Do you know what I mean? Oof, I am almost out of the black here. And this is empty. So I'm going to have to go and get my extras and fill that little jar up. I like the container that I have to put all of these in, but I do find that the jars are a little small. I mean, I don't even do it that often, do you know what I mean? Or for that long. And I find already I've had to refill them a couple times. You know, different colors. This has a burr on it, so we're going to get rid of that. This has a burr on it. I'm going to get rid of all the bad ones. I'm going around them anyway. I don't want to put them on. So might as well get rid of them. Oh my goodness. So I think I talked about that last time, how we're watching Yellowstone. I think I did. Anyway, if you haven't watched Yellowstone and you love Sons of Anarchy, it's like Sons of Anarchy, but on horses. I love it. Now, the first 4 seasons is available for free on Prime. If you have Prime through Amazon, it's free. But then the 5th season is not. It's not free. And at first I was like, oh, well, let's wait till the second part of the 5th season because it's been canceled, the show. So there's only like 8 more episodes left. And let's wait for that. And then we will, you know, just pay for Paramount Plus when that is available, and we'll just watch it all at once. Then upon doing a little bit more research, there's a few prequels to this show. It still follows the Duttons, but it falls, and in the regular Yellowstone, it flashes back to 1883 and 1923, and then 1997, 98, somewhere along in there, like when John Dutton, which is the main character, they're younger, and Beth and Rip, they're all like teenagers and stuff. So there's 4 timelines. Like there's the present, then there's 1997 to 1999. I'm not sure if they skipped ahead or if they kept it in 1997 because a big event happens on September 30th, 1997. So I don't know if it's right after that or, you know, if it's 1999 or 98 or whatever. And then 1924. Well, they've made seasons for 1883. 1 season for 1883, and they made a season for 1923. So I'm like, we can watch that. I think there's 8 episodes in each, so we'll watch that. Then I saw that there's Billy the Kid. Hello, I want to watch that. There's a couple seasons. I think the first season has like 8 or 10 episodes, and the second one, I think, is just releasing right now. So right now there's only like 4 episodes. So we can kind of, you know, catch up or whatever. And then, what else was there that I found? Anyway, there's 3 or 4 shows on Paramount that I'm like, okay, we could watch that. So we'll either watch all of that in 1 month, or maybe I'll pay for a couple of months and then we'll cancel, and then I'll get it again when the 2nd season of Yellowstone is available. I'm gonna go get some more black. Okay, so I went to get the 310s Then my phone rang, and I just kept on doing. We talked for about half an hour, so I just finished the three tens and then I stopped. So now we're gonna move on to number 9, and that's DMC 796. And I'm not even sure what I was talking about before. I think, was I still talking about Yellowstone, or was I talking about the Diamond Art Club thing that I didn't get? I don't think I'm gonna get it if I didn't finish my train of thought. I'm not gonna get it. I'm gonna stay strong. I'm gonna stay strong. It's like this year too, I'm like, I bought way less scrapbooking stuff because I'm also a scrapbooker. Probably maybe 5 orders all year. That's it. And they've all been in the last probably 3 months. And then I probably won't get any more till after Christmas now, for sure. I got one this week, and that'll be it. That's it till after Christmas. And then what? Then I'm going to try to get this one done. Not by the end of the year. 100%, that's not gonna happen. But it'd be nice if I could do another row. Another row of this would be cool. So what kind of stuff do you guys watch on TV or even on YouTube? I'm obsessed with travel. Travel vloggers or YouTubers, I guess. And here are some of my favorite, Kara and Nate. They, up until 2020, they had gone to, in December 2019, they hit country 100, and then, the world went to heck. So then they went back to the US and went to van life. And then they started traveling again. Right now they're biking from California to Maryland. Maryland? Is it Maryland? From West Coast to East Coast. Which that's kind of like speaks to my heart, because last year, we didn't bike, but we did from East Coast to West Coast within our truck and RV, which was so much fun, right? So but they're doing it on the US side, and it's really cool. So I'm watching their progress. I think there's 3 videos right now of them biking across the USA. So what they're doing is there's 3 couples, and they each have like a van for van life, And then in the morning, they have a tandem bike. And in the morning, the girls are biking. They're trying to do 100 miles a day because they want to do from West Coast to East Coast in 30 days. And so they're trying to do 100 miles a day. The girls in the morning will do, 40 to 50 miles. And then the men in the afternoon will do the other 50 miles. Some days it didn't start off as, when you first start something, it takes a minute to get kind of into it. This looks like there's 2 different colors in here. That's not good. Did I screw up and put 2 colors in there? Or is it just the way the light is catching? Well, that's not good. I don't know if you can tell, but I don't know. That one and like, for example, that one and that one don't look like the same color. Oh, this is not good. Are they all like that? Oh, well, we've gone too far. I'm just going to put it in there. So I'm really enjoying it. I mean, it's something that I totally could physically not do this at my stage of life, right? There's no way. There's just no way. And, but I love watching other people doing it. They've done crazy stuff, you know. Like this morning I was watching, I guess there's like a world championship of like carrying your wife, like a race. You carry your wife on your back and a race. They came in 9th. So that was pretty good. I mean, there was 20 couples that entered, so basically middle of the pack, but pretty good for their first time doing that. So that was funny to watch. And just, you know, crazy stuff. And they just travel and have a good time. They have a lot of subscribers. I think it's like 3.5 million or something. So not doing too shabby, you know. Anyway, let me get the Y. What if I put the Y in? Let me get another little container here. Like, what if I put the Y with the... Hard to tell because it's not on white. It would have to be on white for me to be able to tell. I don't know. Oh, those boats, those green ones, I hate them. Like, how do you put them back in your container? You have to do it very carefully. Oh, I was going to say, I don't know which one is which, but I put the number on the bottom because here I had 2 covers, and that's why I put the number on the bottom. Oh, I have all kinds of safeguards because of this. Now I'm like, I don't know if this is the right colors, but I'm just going to go with it. I mean, this is almost, is it almost done? No. It's not almost done, but oh well. I don't think it'll matter. We'll see. We'll see. It's just a little section of the diamond painting. So we're just going to go with it, not worry about it, because I want to try and get quite a bit done. I wasn't expecting to be on the phone for that amount of time. It's okay. It's just that now I'm like, okay, the day's moving along here. The day is moving along. Okay. Okay. That blue part is probably not my most favorite thing to do. I don't know why. I mean, it's the glass. It's kind of cute. I just find there's a lot of blue. I'd rather, not confetti that you have to change every 2 seconds, but I kind of like the variation of color and that I'm not doing the same color for like 25 minutes, you know? I know I should probably use my 3 spacer, or my 3, whatever. This thing. So it goes a little faster, I guess. I just don't find it puts them on very well. So you still have to fix them. Just like that. Okay. All right. Let's do this. So I'm reading The Serpent and the Wings of Night, and it is a vampire book. I think I was reading it last time too. And I'm still not finished. I think I'm on page maybe 110. And it's almost a 500-page book. I don't know what it was with me this year, but I read mostly all like pretty big books. Like hardly any 300-page books. Like it's all like pretty, oops, I hit the camera. Like quite a bit of, you know, bigger books. So I'm just probably gonna make my goal, which is 100 books. I'm at 91. I was 22 books ahead in August, and now I'm only 8 books ahead or 7 books ahead. So I've slowed down quite a bit, but I read a 1,000-page book and, you know, pretty big books. So it just takes a little longer to read them. And I had, you know, a pretty big class and all that. So I had a lot of stuff to get done. Now it's all done. Now I'm on a kick of trying to organize everything. So yesterday, I went upstairs yesterday and I worked on organizing for probably 45 minutes. And that's about all I want to do every day, about 45 minutes. But when I was done, I was like, oh, I'm so nauseous. I can't take it. So then I came downstairs. I kind of, you know, sat down and watched YouTube videos for a while. And then I'm like, well, you know what? It was noon at that point. I'm like, well, I'll start getting our supper ready. So I made scalloped potatoes and ham, which that took forever because I made my own mushroom soup because I like to put mushroom soup in it, and I didn't have any mushroom soup, so I had fresh mushrooms, so I made my own mushroom soup. So that took it doesn't take long, but everything takes long, you know, when you got to cut like 10 pounds of potato and cut them up and cut onions and, you know, all that stuff. Everything takes time. Plus, I wasn't feeling that great. So I think I'm still just exhausted. I don't know. It wasn't that long ago that I went for a blood test, but I'm like, should I go for another blood test? Like I feel exhausted all the time. So I don't know. We haven't walked as much this year. So I'm wondering if I'm just like not fit, and I'm used to being fit, right? Yesterday I was going to go for a walk, but because I was nauseous, I didn't. And now today it's gonna rain and it's nasty. So I might go on my treadmill after. I have some things I have to do for the hockey team. So I think I'm gonna go upstairs and try to knock some of that off today, because it's not this weekend, it's next weekend we're going. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to leave everything to next week. So I might go upstairs and work on that for an hour and try to get that, you know, one thing done. I have 4 things I want to do for them. So I'd like to get one thing done today. One of the projects done. I already printed the sublimation paper, I guess, that you need to do the transfer. I printed that a few days ago because they say you should print it and wait at least 20 minutes before you try to transfer it. And I'm like, you know, how am I going to know unless I waited till I got to the last sheet and then started the timer, you know, and then started the 20 minutes. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to print them and then do them a few days later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my computer upstairs and I'm going to print the next thing I need to do. I have Canva and, you know, for my business. So, but I, you know, since I have it, I can now do little designs like this for Mason's hockey team and stuff. So that's fun. And, so if I can get one of the things done today, and there's 4 things, maybe if I can print the other thing and then tomorrow, maybe get the other one done. Thursday, I don't think I'll be able to because I want to do a live. Oh, I got to do my banner on Canva for the live for Thursday. So I got to do that today and schedule the live. Should do that today too. And then do I've done my video for Patreon for Thursday, but it's not edited. So maybe I can do that this afternoon. Okay, I keep hitting the camera, so I stopped it because it'll be easier to edit later. Because I always check the end of the video, right? So there's a reason why I stopped. Is that a hair? Ugh. Seriously, how am I gonna get that off of there? Oh, I'm gonna end up throwing all my... got it. Nope, but I got it up. There we go. I lose my hair so bad. It's because my hair is long, so... Of course, it's gonna do that. I haven't cut my hair in probably, it's gonna be a year and a half in December. So 14 months? No, 16 months, because it'll be 18 months in December. So, or I guess it's 17 months because December's next month. Oh my Lanta. You believe it? I don't even know. You know, having adult kids is really hard because when the kids are younger, you're like, oh yeah, you have so many things that you can get them that you're like, have to stop yourself kind of thing, right? When they're adults, it's hard. It's hard. Even for their birthdays, I just give them money now. Here, you get what you want because I just don't know anymore. But for Christmas, you know, everybody is opening gifts, so I don't like to just give money. Sometimes we'll do a couple of gift cards, but again, that's just like money. But so I'm trying to already be thinking about, okay, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna get everybody? I know to a lot of people it's their favorite time of year. I don't want to say I hate it, but it's not my favorite time of year. It's not my favorite time of year. Too much pressure. Too much pressure to perform. Okay. Oh, I almost hit. Oh, I did hit it. Oh, sorry about that. I think I'm going to move that next time. Because I keep hitting with my head. I don't think I'll be able to finish this section. I think I'm almost like, I'm over it. And I think it's because I'm doing the same color. So I'm like, I'm getting bored. I want to do different colors. Mason has hockey tonight, but I don't think I'll go because it's a practice. And because my husband, Dave, has to go in 3 times a week now to work. So I'm like, well, I'll go in on the days that it's Mason's practice. And then we're kind of knocking 2 things at once, you know? You're doing your work run, if you will. And then you're also getting Mason's practice in. And he's taking the car instead of the truck. Because here, gas is still ridiculous, which I don't understand. But, so last year I went to almost all his practices, and that's because Dave was working from home. So, I mean, we just go in together. But this year I'm like, I might go once in a while, but this week I have a bunch of stuff to do. I'll have supper ready, you know, by the time you get home, which we have leftovers from yesterday. So yay. It's like last week I made a stuffed pepper soup. I made it on Thursday night. We had it Thursday. I added way too much rice. Of course, I'm reading the recipe. I'll film it. And so what I'm doing right now is I'm trying a bunch of recipes, and then I'll film them because I don't want to. I mean, at one point I'll probably try, like, let's try new recipes together, but I'd like to, you know, do a few that are like, we love this one. Anyway, it was a stuffed pepper, and I was, you know, going through the recipe. Everything was doing good. And then when I looked at it again, it was the time to add the rice. And then I look at it and it says cooked rice. I guess it was 25 minutes away because it had to simmer for 25 minutes. And then I was going to have to add the rice. And it said add 2 cups of cooked rice. And I was like, oh, what? I didn't cook the rice. So then I rushed, got my Instant Pot out to make the rice. Well, not thinking, because it said 2 cups, I put 2 cups of uncooked rice. Well, that made like 4 cups, right? So you know what happens when you put rice in water. So it was that. When I had it right away, it was great. It was a soup. The next day, it was like a jambalaya. But what we ended up doing is when we had it as jambalaya, if you will, and then when we wanted it for soup, I would open another can or a jar or whatever of canned tomatoes and put some in a different, you know, another pot, because you don't want to reheat stuff. So I would do that and then just add another can of canned tomato and turn it into soup. So then we had that Thursday night for supper. We had it Friday. I had it Friday for lunch and Friday for supper. My husband just had it for lunch. And then I think he made like something else for like a sandwich or something for supper. I'm like, I made this. I'm not making anything else. We gotta eat. We gotta eat it all. And then we had it Saturday for lunch, and then we had it Sunday for supper. And then he had it yesterday for lunch as a jambalaya, not a soup. So because we were alternating it between a soup and a jambalaya, it felt like 2 different meals. And that's what he said when we had it for soup. And he was like, this feels like a different meal. I'm like, yeah. So that was great, because then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday for lunch, I didn't have to cook too much. Like we had, when we didn't have that, oh no, Friday we had chicken Caesar. So we both had it for lunch, and then Friday night we had chicken Caesar. And then, so yesterday I made ham and scalloped potatoes. So guess what? We're gonna have that for tonight. And I think the ham will have lots left over, but not the scalloped potatoes. The scalloped potatoes, probably this will be it. And then tomorrow we'll have lots of ham. So then I'll just make fried veggies veggies in the oven and with the ham. So it'll be 3 suppers. And then I'll probably, because it was a big ham. I'll probably look to see, you know, other meals that I can make with pieces of ham and try to make something else sometime this week so it tastes kind of different. Maybe some kind of casserole or something. We'll see what we can do. We're trying to, I'm used to cooking big meals. See, that's my problem. You know, I had 3 kids, so there was always 5 of us here. Then for a year and a half, my daughter and her husband moved in with us. So all of a sudden we were 5 again. And then we had one of my son's friend moved in with us for almost 2 years. So then we were 4. And then we were 3 when my son was here. And now we're 2. We're 2. I'm not used to cooking for 2. So I still cook big stuff. And then we just have it for a few days. And that's okay. That's okay, because I don't like to cook every day anyway. Who has time for that? Who has time to cook every day? I love cooking. I just don't like to do it every day. So, what time is it? I think we're going to finish this little section right here. And we're going to call it good for today. And then next week, I've done pretty good. I've been doing it every, once a week. I'm going to try and keep that pace up and do it once a week. I don't think I'll be able to do it twice a week. There's too many other things I want to do. Like I said, I want to start, scrapbooking, making scrapbooking videos again on YouTube. I was going to make a page kit video yesterday. And then I'm like, no, I want to do an organizing. I want to organize a little bit more. And then I'll start making page kits, which I have probably 8 or 9 page kits with pictures in it that I can use right now. So you know what? I'm going to use those, finish organizing. I need to find a place where I can put my page kits because right now they're in a box on a floor and I don't like it. So that's part of the organizing. I want to make sure that there's some place, nice and secure and not in the way. Not in the way. That's the main thing. And then I don't know if I'll have time to do that this week, but I also want to do organizing for my house. I want to clean out my fridge. It's been a couple of months. So I want to take everything out and just give it a good clean, get rid of stuff that, needs to be thrown out. Go through all the expiry dates and throw everything out that is expired and all that good stuff. You know what? I think I want to do right here. Yeah, so I want to film that. I'm trying to motivate myself. So I figure, motivate myself, maybe motivate someone else. So we're going to get it done. I want to try and do some make ahead meals, so that I can just go in the freezer the night before and say, oh, I want to have this tomorrow, and just take it out. And then at 4 o'clock, I just stick it in the oven and I'm done. So that is my goal for 2024. That's what I want to do, but I want to start now. I don't want to wait till January. I want to start now. I want to start getting organized now. Why wait? Same as, walking. I don't want to say, oh, in 2024. No, today I want to start. So I know I can't go outside today because it's raining. So I'm going to go on the treadmill. And I don't like walking on the treadmill. So I'm going to do wow, that's a messed up drill. It's like half the size. I don't like walking on the treadmill as much as walking outside, but I think I'm going to do like half an hour, and I'm going to listen to an audiobook. I used to watch YouTube videos, but I find I have to concentrate too much on the YouTube video, and I'd rather just listen to an audiobook. And I just started a new one by S.A. Cosby, and his book are really intense. So I think it'll be good. I got it from the library. I got the digital book from the library. And then I also have the audiobook. So I want to physically read it. And then times like that where I'm on the treadmill, then I can listen to it for a little bit. And then, read it with my eyes too, both. Do a little bit of both, but at least it makes it so that when I'm on the treadmill, I'm not like, oh my gosh, what? It's only been 1 minute. It feels like I've been on here forever. It'll probably still feel like that, but okay, that's it. I did all this. I'm looking at all those 9s and I'm like, I can't do anymore. So next time, I think we will try to finish this section right here. That's probably more than an hour, but that's okay. I think what I'm going to do is maybe start with the 9s, just get them done. Maybe do the green just to change color. Then I'll do more blue, and then I'll do those right there. Try to switch it back and forth just so I feel like I'm changing colors. But that's it. We're going to stop it here, and we'll pick it back up next week. So I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.